What if one of the biggest things shaping your future was something most people never stop to examine? Not your circumstances, not your past, not what others think of you, but the voice you hear inside your own mind every single day. Because if the way we speak to ourselves has that much influence, then the next question becomes, what do we do about it? And the answer isn't to force positivity. It's not to deny what's hard. It's not to pretend pain doesn't exist or speak in empty phrases that don't feel true. It's to become aware, to begin noticing the language you live inside, the words you return to when no one else is around, the thoughts that show up in quiet moments, because those moments matter more than most people realize.
Because change doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with awareness. It begins the moment you start hearing yourself a little more clearly, the moment you notice the tone you use, the way you rush to criticize, the way you speak harshly to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone you care about. And instead of repeating the same old pattern, you pause just for a moment. You create space. Maybe you catch yourself saying, I'm not good at this. I always mess things up. I'll never figure this out. And instead of letting that settle, you gently shift it, not with pressure, not with pretending, but with honesty and kindness.
You might say, I'm still learning this, or this is difficult right now, but I can grow through it, or I haven't figured this out yet. And that small shift can change more than people think, because now you're not closing the door, you're leaving it open, you're giving yourself room to improve, room to breathe, room to become. And every time you do that, you weaken the old pattern a little more.
And over time, those small shifts begin to add up quietly, gradually, sometimes in ways you don't notice at first. You start to feel different. You become less reactive, less defeated, more steady, more compassionate. You begin showing up differently. You try things you would have avoided before. You speak up when you once stayed silent. You trust yourself a little more each day. And slowly, the way you see yourself begins to expand.
Because you're no longer reinforcing limits. You're no longer rehearsing old beliefs. You're creating possibility. And that doesn't happen overnight. Most meaningful change doesn't. But it does happen through consistency, through repetition, through choosing again and again to speak in a way that supports the life you're trying to build.
So maybe today it's not about changing everything you say. Maybe it's not about getting every thought right. Maybe it's simply about noticing one pattern, one phrase, one habit of language that no longer serves you, and choosing just one new way to speak to yourself. One sentence that creates space, one sentence that offers grace, one sentence that reminds you you're still growing.
Because the words you repeat become the life you live. They shape your posture, your courage, your confidence, your willingness to keep going.
And if there's one thing we hope you carry with you, it's this: speak to yourself with the same care you would offer someone you love, because you're listening every single time.